Undoubtedly, your clients understand the difference between a financial plan and financial planning. Of course, a financial plan is an essential blueprint to provide clarity on the trajectory of your relationship and the pieces of the puzzle that need to be addressed by your people, your practice, and your process. But that plan can become essentially obsolete the moment any significant change occurs in the client's life. Ongoing financial planning, on the other hand, is the keystone to your relationship. It's the lifeblood of your fee-worthiness, primarily because it's fluid, dynamic, and all-encompassing as the client's life progresses. As you know, as a client's life unfolds, as their needs become more complex, and as your relationship matures, it's a good idea to consider some of the client's potentially unmet needs, as well as some of the problems you can solve even more effectively. One of the most profound is enhancing your role as a goals-based planner. I'm sure you already show interest in why specifically financial independence matters to a client and what goals they hope to achieve in life. Well, I'd like you to consider professionalizing it further and then embedding it into the seventh pillar of your process. You can use social proof when introducing this to a client by simply saying that you are starting to have many deeper conversations with long-term clients about their evolving goals and aspirations, and that you're getting an even clearer appreciation for what financial independence really means to a client. It's not just about a number. It's a means to many important ends. So look for cues from the client and see how they respond to this introduction. If they engage, ask them if they see the merit in kickstarting a deeper dive using your approach to formalizing goal setting. If they say yes, simply ease in with this question. Would you say that you are today where you thought you were going to be or where you said you were going to be 5 years ago? In other words, 5 years ago, you had a beacon set for the future, and not just financially. Are you there today? If the conversation is meaningful, pick your spot and then segue to the next question by simply asking, what does nirvana really look like for you in the future? I mean, if everything falls into place, what does that look like? It's not uncommon for the client to open up like a flower in the sun, outlining a wish list. Be sure to capture and chronicle everything they say. Now, if they are really getting into it, you can go even deeper, or you can wait until a future conversation to pick things back up by simply saying that you are really enjoying having goal-setting conversations with clients. And then at the right time, ask if they'd like to go deeper to crystallize their thoughts and then tie them into your financial planning process. If they engage, simply write 5 W's on the backside of the agenda you're using for the meeting, or you can telestrate it on the screen of your virtual meeting platform, or simply ask them to write them down on a sheet of paper if you happen to have this conversation over the phone. Now, simply say that you like to frame goals around W5 and expand by filling out what, where, when, why, and who. That's the 5 W's. The first question in goal setting is, what are you grateful for? Now, this may seem counterintuitive because goal setting is generally about what you want but currently lack. However, gratitude for what we already have is a powerful force to propel us towards what we want. Aspiration is fueled by appreciation. Now, it's a good idea to show the image of Maslow's hierarchy as a reminder of the things humans strive for, but also remind us not to take what we already have for granted. You'll see the conversation go deeper. Then you can invest the past and the present into the future by pivoting to the next question. Simply ask, where do you see yourself in the future? Now, at this point, you can either remind the client or introduce the client to the acronym FORM and talk about the importance of getting goals out of one's head and onto paper. You can fuel the conversation by providing examples of other clients' family, occupation, recreation, and money goals. Be sure to write everything down because ultimately you will be providing a summary of what they said and archiving it into their personal financial organizer, or life in a book as we affectionately refer to it as. Okay, so once they have verbalized 10 or more goals, then ask them, when specifically do they hope to achieve those goals? Now, as they're responding, you can add some commentary around the importance of cause and effect, the power of compounding, incrementalism, patience, and how the most enlightened clients you discuss this with are clear and at peace with expectation management, external dependencies, and other key facts of life. Now, this is where the conversation can get a little heavier because of the next question. Why is all of this so important to you? Now, it's heavy because it focuses on the esteem and self-actualization in Maslow's hierarchy. One's sense of purpose and reason for being, and how it's as much about who we become as a person rather than just how much we earn and accumulate. And then lastly, the question that starts to bridge the client's goals and pursuits to, among other things, your relationship and your value. And that question is, who do you need to become and who do you need to associate with to make all of this a reality? The lens for how important the law of environment is becomes more focused. Who we associate with and delegate responsibility to is crucial. The degree that we empower and not micromanage. The value we place on liberation and order that we achieve because of the professionals we engage with. The importance of aligning ourselves with people who are philosophically in sync with us. And the degree that their value is not just relevant to us today, but also in the future as our life progresses and our needs evolve. Well, all of that ensures that we focus on what that professional is worth rather than what they cost. Now, don't be surprised if you talk about how you learned that you had to disassociate from people who were not a good fit. And as a result, you got to go deeper as you grew your business down to a natural capacity of ideal clients you are perfectly suited for. The bottom line is this: your relationships will strengthen, your fee worthiness and referability will increase, and your levels of fulfillment will intensify as you show that you not only care about your clients, but you care about specifically what they care about, their ambitions, their uncertainties, and what gives them meaning and purpose. We'll include some resources to help you bring all of this to life. And if you want some implementation and accountability support in deploying this and our other best practices, be sure to visit our website and schedule an introductory conversation to better understand our approach. This is Duncan MacPherson with Pareto Systems. Thanks for watching.